Alison Roman is known for her 3 very popular cookbooks and her YouTube cooking show, Home Movies. But now she's gearing up for a special tour all across the country, and she just so happens to be making a stop in Seattle on Sunday, May 5th at the Neptune Theater. I had a chance to chat with her about the show. First, I want to talk about your show coming to Seattle to the Neptune on May 5th. What can we expect?
Well, it is a podcast show, so it's not recorded, but it will follow suit in the podcast that I started last year, which is called Solicited Advice. And it's basically like a call-in show where people call in, they ask a question, we help them with their problems. It basically was born from all the book tours that I had done, where at the end of the book tour, we would do this big Q&A and people would get on the microphone and we would have a conversation. And I thought this would be so much fun to do all the time. So now I'm doing it all the time.
That's so cool. Well, I love it because we do, speaking of book tours, we love your cookbooks. I specifically love just how approachable they are and how they're just highly cookable items? Is that what you call it? Yeah. So tell us what people can expect, though, from your cookbooks in general.
I like to think that anyone can cook anywhere, no matter where you live, or what your kitchen looks like, or what kind of ingredients you're shopping with or cooking with. I feel like cooking should be fun. I don't think it should be a chore. I think it should be like a good creative outlet, a time to put down our phones. And I just want to be encouraging. And so I want you to follow the recipe and then look at what you made and say, oh, wow, that looks just like the photo. And oftentimes, I'd say most of the time it does. And I consider that a success.
It's just attainable, which I need in my life. I need a little more attainability. Let's talk about your YouTube show, Home Movies. It's also very popular. New season, which we're excited about, a little bit different than the previous. Yeah. Tell us what the show is about and what people can expect from the new episodes.
Basically, we have been doing the first sort of, I call it the first season, even though it lasted 3 years, of Home Movies in Brooklyn and, across 2 apartments. I'm obviously renting here. And it just became time to, I think, move on to something a bit more permanent, a bit more, I was feeling more adult. I don't know. I'm 58 now. I started Home Movies when I was 35 and it was, in the pandemic still. And, things change. And I was ready for just like a different creative energy to kind of see what could happen. So it's the same premise, making delicious recipes that you can cook at home. And I think for me, the increase of food videos online where it's like they're teaching you how to cook something in 60 seconds. Those are, enjoyable to watch, I think, for a lot of people. But for me, I really want to focus on like the learning and the how and the why of cooking and why we do what we do to make people better cooks when I'm not around, and to think like, oh, I remember you're not supposed to do this because of this. Like I'm a learner in that I want to know why I'm supposed to do something, why I'm not supposed to do something. And hopefully these videos continue to both entertain people and also like teach them how to cook.
And that's just it. It's like, it's fine when you got those 60-minute videos, but then you're half guessing at the rest of it, where it is important that we learn the techniques, the things that, that we pass on. And those things are invaluable to learn. So I'm glad.
Yeah, I think so too.
You have been a huge influence as far as food in people's lives. Who are some of the biggest food influences in your life?
Too many to count. I mean, every mentor, boss I've ever had and every restaurant I've worked at, the people who taught me how to cook, basically. I started working in restaurants when I was 19 and I didn't really know anything. I didn't go to culinary school. And it was people who took a chance on someone who just really wanted to learn. But I think also all the cooks that I worked with in the restaurants, they were my biggest teachers. And when you watch other people cook who are really good at what they do, there is no better way to learn for yourself. And I feel very grateful that I have been exposed to so many wonderful people in my life. I read books growing up. Alice Waters, Ruth Reichel, Gabrielle Hamilton, all their memoirs, hugely influential, and not just in my love of cooking, but in my writing styles. It's a really exciting time to be in food. And I think that everybody is still just finding their place. And especially if you don't have a restaurant, you're like, well, what do I do? And this is what I do.
I like that you mentioned your writing style because I really love your writing style. I love how authentic it is and how approachable and how I feel like we're just sitting there chatting. And you're like, all right, so listen, I'm an omnivore. I like meat. I sometimes don't eat it. And I think that's what makes you so approachable to folks, right? Is that this is food. This is what feeds us, and we're all different, which is what I love. For those who are looking to get better at cooking at home, Other than watching home movies and checking out your cookbooks, what would you suggest people do?
I would suggest starting small. I don't think that, you need to figure out how to do something elaborate immediately. And making like a simple red sauce with pasta, making one chicken with salt and pepper, something like that. I think that starting slow and thinking, oh, I can do that. It's like anything else. It's like how I feel like when I go to work out, which I don't do often. I'm like, okay, just go to the workout, just do one class, like go to work out one time. And you're like, oh, okay, I can do that. And I think it's like roasting a carrot in the oven, being like, oh, that tastes really good. And I did that. I made that.
I did that, yeah.
And I don't think you have to get super involved with technique or ingredients in order to be like, oh, this food tastes really good. And I did that.
And just a reminder, Alison Roman gives Solicited advice live. It's coming to the Neptune Theater on Sunday, May 5th. Head to her website for ticket info. All right, thanks for spending time with us, my friends. Check our website for more content. Send us an email to share your thoughts, but most important, get out there and enjoy your new day. We'll see you next time.